Welcome to Create Momentum podcast. Today, my guest is very special, Mr. Imran Safdar. I know him from Abu Dhabi. He works as a commercial director in facilities. So, thank you very much, Mr. Imran, to giving me this time.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
तो
My pleasure.
अच्छा आप ये बताइए कि आपने अपनी जर्नी कैसे आपकी शुरू हुई जब आप काम पे आए या आईटी की तरफ आए क्या आपने किया थोड़ा बहुत उसके बारे में बताएं कुछ
All right. So basically, I started my career back in 2005.
हाँ
And when I started, English or Urdu chalega dono?
हाँ नो
English.
प्रॉब्लम यूनिवर्सल
Okay.
इट इज यूनिवर्सल
Okay, that's fine. So I started back in 2005. So first time I arrived in Abu Dhabi. So that was my career, to be honest, where I started with a lot of challenges. Honestly, or those time pe, uh, I mean, the media, IT, network, the communication itself, digitization, social media wasn't that active. And the challenges was like you have to travel, you have to walk all the way, towards your business or your career growth. So things were very much into very hard, to be honest. So uh, slowly, gradually went into different mindset, different people, met many nationals, uh, and then find out that it's not easy. So you have to sacrifice a lot, where you have to dedicate most of your time, where you have to forget your social, life balance. You have to struggle day night. So things was that you have to have a mentor at the end. So there was couple of mentors, who met in my life. They made a lot of difference in my life, uh, getting me guidelines, getting me towards right success path, to be honest. So real time ke jo mentors the, they were involved. They took me towards the success. So my first job was actually into IMS and ISO related element, where I used to train people. I used to make lot of training courses for them, IT related, which is Oracle based items, and databases for many of the projects, small, medium scale, mixed use developments, retail sector, commercial sector, educational sector. So yani मुझे almost a year and a half laga towards to understand के market है क्या. And then further it took me to many of the challenges where I started gradually getting into market, where I need to know मुझे learning किस तरफ लेके चलनी है अपनी. And then my education, it become a little bit harder for me to balance it, because to make money, save money, and then spend on your own, because you need to be involved in market players, where you have to be ISO lead auditor, you have to be PMP certified, which I done it. I'm BIC certified from London. And then I went into lead associate, leadership in environment energy design. Uh, and then slowly, gradually, it took me to be honest, into the right path. And then for life moves on. To be honest, 7 8 years I was in UAE, and then I moved further to Saudi Arabia. So today I'm working as commercial director, and I'm looking after about 1,700 employees. And we do care about their communication today, digitization, where we got all the apps on, we got CCTV, smart motion, crowd analysis for them, we get all the barricade and areas where the access controls. So things are very much into technology oriented today, and things are very much easier today. To it has a cost, but it is less manpower or less resources required. So pretty much very fast environment today we work on, and couple of key softwares and apps we are utilizing today for our business.
No problem at all. As you know, innovation comes in, it makes a lot of changes. बहुत ज्यादा changes होते हैं. तो अभी जो है मैं अपने काम के साथ जैसे साइड हासिल करना चाहता हूँ. तो मैं आपसे थोड़ा बहुत यानी अभी आपको पता है कि बिकॉज अभी क्रिप्टो जो इन्वेंट हुआ है, ब्लॉकचेन
Right.
भी एक बहुत बड़ी वो है फील्ड है. ब्लॉकचेन हो गया, वेब डेवलपमेंट हो गया. वेब डेवलपमेंट के अंदर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस हैं. फिर आपका क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग आ जाता है जहां पर सारी चीजें स्टोरेज आती हैं. तो उस
Right.
फील्ड में तो मैं मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो वैसे पॉडकास्ट करता हूँ, मेरा पॉडकास्ट है तो पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट एंड प्लस जो है टॉक टू फ्रॉम पीपल फ्रॉम ऑल वॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ। 100 एपिसोड मैं इसके कंप्लीट कर चुका हूँ, अभी आपने
वाह।
दोबारा 1 से शुरू किया। तो ये मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि अगर आपको बेसिक शुरू करना है, जैसे आपके पास डिग्री नहीं है, तो किस तरह आप शुरू कर सकते हो उसको, कि अगर जैसे आपने HNC करना है तो कौन से आप जैसे लैंग्वेजेस करोगे वो इक्विवेलेंट टू HNC होगा। देन अगर आपको फास्ट ट्रैक में डिग्री करनी है तो वो किस तरह से होगा, थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताइए।
देखिए, आई मीन, थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन। दिस इज द राइट, आई थिंक, क्वेश्चन एट दिस मोमेंट के जो environment है today. This environment requires a lot of attention towards short-term incentives, let's say. And those incentives are based on technology and based on these short courses. So, regardless, I'm bachelor's 4 years in IT, but my key activities or my key, I mean, success story, it becomes when I did my short-term courses, which is like Nibosh, which is like project management professional, lead associate, which has BIX, which has leadership, which has lead auditor courses, and so on. So any person actually who done his like at least OA levels, and then he want to get into any of the business activity, दो चीजें हैं. One which is very important, कि either he has to consider himself skilled or unskilled. Being unskilled, he could be a labor and it's a wastage of his entire life. Being skilled, it is important to know which field he should carry. So there is couple of courses which is I mean like short term courses, 6 months or a year courses. I suggest if a person would like to go into the HSC field, health and safety or environment field, he should go into IOSH, managing safely. He should go into NIBOSH, these type of courses. He should go and make sure his spoken English and other leadership skills. I mean, उनके ऊपर उसको काम करना है. And then if the field is all about IT related, so then there is also courses into Visual C, into Oracle, which is database. Also, there is courses into, I mean, 3D or kind of animation, things like that. So he has to go into certain field. Uh, I should suggest कि at least O and A level should be the base, क्योंकि at least उसका जो education level, उसकी understanding वो base करेगी इन चीजों के लिए कि उसको वो qualify कर पाए. And then he gonna be quantified very soon once he done any single course. So qualification is the must, at least the base. And then quantify होने के लिए he should go into any technical courses. Also, for a couple of people, like associated courses are available, like refrigeration, like technical courses into, I mean, welding, into electricals, into electrical design, and so on. मेरे पास जो मेरी field है, I mean, into facilities management, let me tell you, one of the courses BIX, which is from London. And this course is British Institute of Cleaning Sciences. There's only one institute in the world. I'm member of that institute. So basically what you do, you're gonna spend about 2 to 3,000 pounds and you're gonna get your career. This career is that you're gonna be an assessor, you're gonna be an practitioner and COPC certified. So by spending this much money, you're gonna be starting your career as a supervisor, assistant manager, manager, and then you're gonna grow up as the operations manager. So this is where, I mean, my thought process is that any base level, any educational direction has to has basic knowledge, at least basic qualification, which is at least OA level. And then further on top, you should go into, or middle, even middle, which is in Arabic, in here in Gulf, we call it Sanaviya. So in Sanaviya, if you get एक certificate आपने ले लिया है, that's your base. Because you have to have some base where you can understand things and आप फिर उसके बाद अपनी फील्ड चूज कर सकते हैं.
अच्छा, अब मैं आपको एक सिर्फ छोटी बात पूछना चाहता हूँ। तो हमारे घर में काफी काबिल लोग हैं, तो यानी अगर वो कोई काम कर रहे हैं अभी, मतलब कोई एयरलाइन में काम कर रहे हैं, कोई कहाँ पे काम कर रहा है, कोई कहाँ पे काम कर रहा है, तो अगर उनकी डिग्री की जो है फील्ड कंप्लीटली डिग्री डिफरेंट है। आजकल जो है कोडिंग जो है, जैसे पाइथन एक बहुत मशहूरी कोडिंग लैंग्वेज है जो बहुत ज्यादा
राइट.
मशहूर है। तो क्या वो कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उनके पास एजुकेशन तो है ही, अगर उन्होंने जो एजुकेशन की है उनमें उनको सक्सेस नहीं मिली, क्या वो ऐसा करे कि वेब वेब क्रश कोर्स करके, जैसे कि वेब डेवलपमेंट है या फिर क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग है, उनके कोई भी कोर्स करें जो 16 to 18 वीक्स हो और उनको 180 आवर्स टू 200 आवर्स देने हो, तो आप उनके बारे में क्या कहते हैं कि कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते हैं?
देखें, एब्सोल्युटली मैं ये कभी भी नहीं कहूंगा कि वो नहीं कर सकते। मैं खुद बेसिकली एक ट्रेनर हूँ,
हम्म।
और मैंने अबू धाबी और दुबई, अजमान, शारजा में अबाउट 300-400 पीपल्स को ट्रेन किया है, प्रोफेशनल्स को। द ट्रेनिंग इज ऑल अबाउट पीपल्स इंटरेस्ट, इफ द राइट इंटरेस्ट इज बिल्ड अप। अब देखें, अगर उन्होंने एजुकेशन ली, उस एजुकेशन का बेनिफिट उनको नहीं आ रहा आज। फॉर
हाँ।
मी बीइंग एन आईटी एसोसिएट, आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनी मोर आईटी, I am a
हाँ।
commercial director. So this is the right example that I'm not going to stick to my education. I'm going to stick to my skill set. So skill set is all about your interest. So they have to develop their interest first. उनको अपना interest develop करना है कि they're gonna get any benefit out of it. This is first. Second, is these short courses are easier for them to develop an interest. तो उसकी जो awareness है, दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट। सो अगर आप उनको अच्छे से वो अवेयरनेस दें सेलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, दे गोना डेफिनेटली एक्सेप्ट दैट, उसके बेनिफिट्स के हैं, जस्टिफाइबल हैं, दे शुड गो फॉर इट। एंड रिगार्डलेस कि उनकी एजुकेशन डॉक्टरेट में थी, आईटी में थी, वेब में थी, नो प्रॉब्लम। नाउ द एरा और एजुकेशन इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स डिजिटाइजेशन। आई टोल्ड यू, everything is gonna be digitized and on a single focal contact, and on a normal your fingertips. Before you used to write essays, I used to write SOPs, I used to write a lot of documentation. Now I don't do anymore. I'm just gonna apply an SOP in my system reads it, and I'm gonna get the benefit out of it. So it could be a web design, it could be a cloud based product or associate app, or if it could be anything in their future. So every single training or kind of course based on the interest. So they should get into this. To be honest, I should appraise them कि जो भी आज के जो है यंग young generation है, or any professionals, if they're not getting any benefit out of their education, they should move around. I mean, they should change their concept, evaluate, make proper analysis, and do it.
No problem. Thank you very much, Imran Bhai. You have given the time to create Momentum podcast. This is the information I was seeking. आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप इस वक्त, आई मीन कल आपका काम है मेरे ख्याल से, तो
Yeah,
मेरा भी काम है, मैं भी काम करता हूँ, मेरा ये अलग काम है, साइड हसल है। तो तहे दिल से आपका शुक्रगुजार हूँ।
thank you
और
so much.
आप आए 101, तो आपने मुझे एक और बूस्ट दिया कि मैं इसको आगे कैरी ऑन रख सकूं।
Well, thank you so much, player, having you online. Thank you.